I'm Sabrina Samuels, your lifestyle, etiquette, and relationship coach. You know, life is really beautiful when we make it that way. So let's get started. This beautiful garment that I wear for you today is from my store on Amazon. I love it. I have a black one like this. If you saw one of my previous shows, you'll know that I have a black one just like this. Look at this beautiful color taupe, champagne taupe. Only $47 at my store on Amazon if you're interested. Now, with the black outfit, I showed you heavy accessories. With this one, I'm showing you just light accessories to complement the fabric. I love this fabric, ladies. It is so comfortable. But I'm going to change the buttons on this garment as well. And I'll show you how it looks when you upscale a very inexpensive outfit, made well, of course. This outfit is made very well, but it has inexpensive buttons. And if you want to upscale, I'm going to show you how to do it. And when you see this outfit the next time, you'll see it with the new beautiful buttons I will decollete it with. Okay, let's get started. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Sabrina Samuels. Thank you for tuning in. To all of you fabulous ladies and gents, I appreciate you. Thank you. And to my subscribers, I humbly thank you for your support. Let's get right to the topic. I printed this out because it was actually 3 questions and they were sort of in the same category, so I decided to do all 3 at the same time, and I'll be very brief. How do you handle portrayal of someone you thought was your friend? How do you deal with envy? And how does a person deal with envious friends, family, or male friend? That's a lot. That's a lot of information. Well, first of all, if you buy my program, you'll learn how to do that. Because envy and betrayal sometimes just happens. And my online training program will give you skills to learn how to deal with those unfortunate situations when they come up. So go to my website, thebeckmanmethod.com, click onto the header online training program. It'll take you right there, and purchase that program. And I will give you a 1.5-hour free coaching session so that you can get the optimum benefit out of the program. So make sure you do that. And also, don't forget, I do have my Success Diary workbook back out on the market. It's available now on Amazon, and that information is in the caption box below. So if you're interested in ordering a few books, do that. I guarantee you it will bless your life. I guarantee it, for sure. All right, let's talk about the topic. How do you deal with people who are envious of you, who hurt your feelings, jealous people in general? Oh God, that's just a topic that can be overwhelming. Because people are going to be jealous. You know, I have to admit, I'm sure I was jealous many times in my past and perhaps in my future of maybe someone who's doing better than me, someone who might look better than me, someone who might have beautiful hair, someone that might walk better, might, have a better demeanor than I do. That little green-eyed mouse is just going to pop up sometimes. But I correct it. If I feel that little jealousy thing coming up, I correct my problem very quickly. Because I know that insecurity will not serve me at all. Someone gets a great opportunity, instead of going down in the dumps and wishing that person bad, I say, oh God, thank you for blessing that person, whoever it might be. Thank you for giving that person a wonderful opportunity. I pray that you will bless me also. That's the ticket right there. When you change that information around from negative to positive, because people, unfortunately, are going to be a little jealous. They just can't help themselves sometimes. And we all have fallen victim. If there's anyone out there saying, I've never been jealous, then you better go check yourself, because it's something that unfortunately happens. It's just a part of human nature itself. Now, if a person is malicious and jealous and they're, casting aspersions and causing negative experiences to happen in your life, then that's not good. You've got to get away from that person, whoever it is, whether it's family, friends, colleagues. You have to get away from them. Now, when I say family, you probably just can't just get away from your family members, but you can get away from them in your mind. You can say, I love this person, but I cannot accept the frivolities that this person is dishing out. I love this person, but I am not going to receive the negativity. A while back, my sister, one of my sisters called me and she said she had heard from a relative. And she said he was very just unpleasant in his remarks via email. And he went on a rampage about how he felt about certain family members. And she said that he said, negative stuff about her, negative stuff about another sister, and he said some negative stuff about me. And she said, you want me to read it to you? I said, hell no. Why in the world would I allow whoever this person is, whether it's family, friend, or foe, why would I allow them to come into my subconscious mind and upset me and make my mind start wandering all around the place like, oh my God, oh my goodness. Why would I do? I said, hell no. If you want to take in that information, you do it. But that's not for me. I don't give a darn how that person feels. If that person has a problem with me, call me up and let's talk about it. And if you swing all the way to the wrong direction with me, I'm going to hang up on you. So I don't go for that. Here a person's going to bring all this crazy stuff up from childhood and say all these negative things about people. That is horrible. That is jealousy and envy and malice. It does not work, not in my world. Now, I don't know about your world, but it doesn't work in my world. And when I expressed how I felt to both my sisters, they got it. But see, they had already received the information themselves, so they had to clean that out of the subconscious. And let me tell you, you think it's easy when people say hurtful things about you? You think it's easy just to clean it out? Well, it is if you don't know a person. You can just say, oh, trick that. But if it's somebody you love or a family member or a relationship, and they say that, it hurts. It hurts. You have to make sure you don't allow certain information to travel too deep within you, your subconscious and your heart, because it will cause scars. And you don't want that. What did Tina Turner say? What love got to do with it? Love is a beautiful thing, but she was saying what love got to do with it when she was being mistreated, unfortunately. And she got out of that situation, and she made a beautiful life for herself, lived a long life, and she's gone to heaven, I believe. She's was a beautiful spirit as far as I'm concerned. But she knew pain at its depth. We all know pain at our depth. And when we allow people to dump their garbage on us, we have our pain, now we're taking on somebody else's pain, that's disseminating onto us, and it's not right. Don't do that. Don't allow that to happen. And look, I know it's hard. Sometimes I say things and you're out there saying, well, it might be easy for her to say. No, it's not. It's hard for all of us when someone hurts you or talks about you, or they're two-faced, they smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. The backstabbers. Oh, it's a trip. But what I do, I love. I ask God after I go through my rant and rave, because I will, I've got to clean it out too. So after I go through my cleansing process, I say, God, please help that person who has said bad things about me. Please help that person who has said bad things about my family. Please help that person who has done wrong to the world. Please help that person who has caused so much pain and conflict and problems. Help them, but keep me away from them. Now, if it's family and they live with you, you have to resolve the issue. That is going to be key. You have to resolve the issue. You don't do it by fussing and fighting and cussing and hitting and wailing and doing all that crazy stuff and then lead to destruction down the road. You don't do that. You have a civil conversation. You have to have a civil conversation and talk things out. Talk things out. Well, I heard you said this about me, and I'd like to ask you, why do you feel that way about me? Or can I do something to help change your perception of who you think I am? And when you ask that kind of question, don't give them an opportunity to try to change you according to how they think you should be, because they'll put you in the box. You know that box I'm talking about. Don't allow people to do that. But you talk and have a civil conversation. But I guarantee you, to those few questions, and many people were asking me those questions over a period of time, so I just kind of put them all together. It's a process. And unfortunately, life is not easy. Life, you have to navigate through life. But there are principles in life that you follow that can help us navigate successfully and get the best out of life. And ladies and gents, I don't care how far up you are on the ladder or how low you are or in between. We all have our ups and downs. We all have our insecurities. We all have our perception of how we think life should be or how we perceive others to be in terms of how we want them to be for us. And if it doesn't work out, then here we go, with the negativity. Don't do it. I talk about this on most of my shows because that's really where the focus is for me, trying to get our mindset right. I know some of you, oh my God, I get so many questions about do my makeup in the mirror or do this or that. There's a lot of tutorials on that. Let the young, beautiful women handle all that. I want you to have it right up here. This is what I work on, the mind, the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is very important. And if we forget to cleanse it, if we forget to put happy, wonderful thoughts in it, that doesn't mean don't deal with the facts, because you have to deal with that. But I mean cleanse it out and put positive in place of negative. Fight for what's right, not for what's wrong. And don't salivate over all the crazy stuff going on in people's lives. I have people, they know not to call and talk to me about any of these reality shows, etc., unless it's positive, unless it's uplifting. I don't want to hear who's screwing who. I don't want to hear who got shot. I don't want to hear whose life is destroyed, whose marriage is destroyed, who lost their property, who lost their car, whose kids are in jail. I don't want to hear about that. How about this person made it and this is what they did so that I could get a nugget or two? That's important. When I was doing designer fashion shows in the Bay Area, I had some of the sharpest models on the planet. At least I thought so. We did a lot of the major shows, and they knew, do not show up at rehearsal looking tattered, looking down and out in the dumps. Come with your lashes on, your clothes on. Make sure you are laid from the head to the toe. Make sure you come in like you're about to hit that runway. I wanted everybody to be superstars. I wanted them to live good, be good, act good, have good, and we all work together for good. So with those questions, I know this is pretty vague, but I'm trying to sum it up in a few minutes. Don't allow negativity, envy, malice to fester within here, your mind. Whatever you bring into the conscious mind, will start going into the subconscious mind. And when that starts to happen, you start producing results, whether it be good or not good, whether it be happy or sad. So we have to remember and be very cognizant of the fact that we are the ones who program ourselves. And some of you love that juicy gossip. Some of you just love to gossip. Oh, Lord, have mercy, just love it. I don't. It will not serve me, and it will not serve you. Until next week, I hope that tickles your memory a little bit. I'm Sabrina Samuels, wishing you love, peace, happiness, and our Heavenly Father's divine order. Focus on that power. Focus on that power. Focus on that joy. It'll help you through. See you next time. Bye now.